Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, double honors to our apostles and elders, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Shamar from GMS SF Bay Camp, and I'm just finna make a video on this article right here that you see on the screen. The RFID chip is coming. The House just passed the tracking bill, so I'm pretty sure some brothers have heard of it, some brothers haven't. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about it for the most part. And I'm going to pretty much just touch this article real quick and then hit scriptures. So it says, the United States government just passed a tracking bill which allows the government to legally track people with RFID devices. A bill meant to help those with developmental disabilities would allow government agencies to locate people with tracking devices, which has some concern. The measure gives the federal government too much authority and power. In 2008, Kevin Curtis Wills, a 9-year-old boy with autism, jumped into a river near a park and drowned. In 2014, a 14-year-old boy with autism, Avante Oquendo, left his school and drowned in a river. Representative Chris Smith, who chairs the Congressional Autism Caucus and the Alzheimer's Disease Task Force, introduced a bill called Kevin and Avante's Law, otherwise known as H.R. 4919, in an attempt to prevent these types of accidents from happening. The legalization would permit the Justice Department to award grants to law enforcement agencies and nonprofits for training and tracking devices to find individuals with autism or seniors with Alzheimer's who have wandered away. We all empathize with a parent who learns that their child is missing, including and especially when that child has autism or another developmental disability, Smith said. When children with a disability or seniors with Alzheimer's do wander, time and training are essential to ensure their safe return. The bill would reauthorize the missing Alzheimer's disease patient alert program for 5 years and annually fund it for $2 million. The program would be expanded to include children with autism and renamed as the Missing Americans Alert Program. The bill has granted the support of Democrats who say it would promote public safety and address the critical need of being able to locate these individuals. However, some are concerned the measure goes too far. The bill's original language authorized the Attorney General to insert tracking chips into individuals involuntarily. So yeah, like I said up here, they're trying to call it the Kevin and Avante's Law off of these two people who basically killed themselves. All right, that had them spirits on them, and they basically using this as an excuse now to start tripping people, starting pretty much 2017, right? And the year hasn't even started yet, so they're already lining everything up for the RFID chip for the mark of the beast. And like it says at the bottom, at the end, this, I'm not reading the whole thing, but this is pretty much getting the main point across. If you want to read the rest, you can go to it and check it out and then click read more. But right here, it said, like it says, the bill's original language authorized the Attorney General to insert tracking chips into individuals involuntarily. But they basically, I watched the video as well on it, a different video going into it, and it basically, the bill, it could be expanded to include anyone they consider so-called under what's the word they use? Anyone they consider to be mentally, basically not mentally sound, basically. So if you fall, and that category could be broad, vast. It could be anything, right? And then basically it's going to get to the point to where anybody who comes against their system, they're going to consider you not mentally sound because you're not for the system, basically taking the chip. and they basically it's going to be enforcing it. It's going to start. That's basically the opening the door for them to just give it to everyone. It's going to start out with, like it says right here, with people with autism and stuff, and then it's going to broaden out to everybody. That's just to make it more desensitize people more to it, right? Because at first they started putting it into people's pets, putting it in your phone, putting it in your card. Now they got it on the news saying in case your kid goes missing, this and that, you could chip them, trying to make it seem like that. Now they're introducing this, saying what about somebody with dementia or Alzheimer's disease, and basically a kid with autism or something like that. So they're making more excuses to make more people take the chip, claiming that it's for safety and whatnot, which we all know that it's always ulterior motive behind the things that Esau does. He doesn't do nothing for no reason at all. There's always a bigger scheme behind what Esau does. Alright? So 2017, like brother's been saying, it's gonna be a big year. Alright? And that and the number 7 is stands for completion as well. So 2017, Lord willing, is gonna be that year this devil goes down. Alright? And so that while this devil's going down, that means that all the prophecy is gonna start coming to pass as well. Alright? The chip. You're gonna see the economy collapsing. There's gonna be an economic collapse. It's gonna be famine. Alright, war, death, all these different things is going to be happening as well. The chip is just it's a major part, it's a big part of the prophecies, right? But the last thing is those missiles. And while the chip is happening, all these other things are going to be happening simultaneously. So this first scripture I want to hit is right here in Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. It means destruction, because that's what's coming. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. That's right. Alright, the devil, which is you so-called white people, they know that they have a short time. That's why you see them pushing the chip way harder than they ever did. Alright, as far as I know, as long as I've been in the truth, it hasn't been on this level as far as them pushing the chip. They didn't put no it wasn't putting it in the credit cards or coming out. Bitcoin wasn't around until I think like a year or two ago. Bitcoin came out, and now their people are more heavy set on moving to digital currency. It's gonna get to the point to where they don't accept cash no more. All right, they're gonna the economic collapse is just basically it's any day now. Everybody knows that as far as the dudes in that's to economics. All right. And it's basically gonna be like Venezuela when that happens. It's gonna be a famine out here. All right, people are gonna be barely getting by. It's gonna be bad, really. Even for the men of the Lord, we're gonna be suffering. Yet the Lord is gonna make a way out for us. All right, like it says in Jeremiah 30:7. All right, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." That's right. That time of Jacob's trouble is at hand pretty much. All right. But the men of the Lord, they're going to be saved out of it. The ones who keep the faith, man. They keep the faith and endure, because a lot of things are going to be coming. A lot of things are going to be happening. All right. Your faith is really going to be tested in these times, because the chip is going to be pushed. All right. 2017 is going to be that year, Lord willing. Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, 2017 is going to be that year this devil goes down and that Jake rises up. And with that happening as well, there's going to be a lot of hell out here. Alright, the time of Jacob's trouble isn't going to be anything pretty. You seen all these movies out here about they got the Road, the Book of Eli, I Am Legend, all these different movies about these scenarios, different scenarios and stuff, World War Z, with the different about as far as the plagues getting spread, all these different scenarios and everything on these movies. All those things are going to be out here. It's going to be happening out here. All right, the purge, stuff like that. That's going to be going on, because people are not going to. Everybody's not going to take the chip, because there's people out here that believe that it's the mark of the beast. So the only ones who are going to take it are people who are antichrist and people who lack faith. Because there's going to be people who don't want to take it, and that's when the FEMA camps come into play. They're going to just take you in there, and then they're going to basically put you to death more than likely. So So that time of Jacob's trouble is at hand, man. We're in the last days. Like brothers always say, we're literally in the last days. Alright. Like in Matthew the 24th chapter, it gave us the signs to look out for, and that's exactly what we're seeing happen now. Alright. Yeah, I started Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and earthquakes have been happening out here in California, and they're saying they've been saying it even more frequent now about the big earthquake happening, like that happened a long while back. The one that just fucked up everything out here. All right, the movie that came out, San Andreas. That they saying that earthquake is on the way any day now. And when that happened, it's gonna be a lot of people gonna get put to death when that one hit. And it's just a matter of time for that as well. All right. And all these things are the beginning of sorrows. So all these things are the beginning, man. And we're not even seeing the famines and pestilences fully yet. Alright? We're seeing this getting closer to war. The famine hasn't started, the pestilence hasn't started. It's been earthquakes in diverse places like crazy. But we know that all these are the beginning, man. And that time is now. So brothers gotta just really be getting prepared spiritually and mentally for the times that we coming into. Alright, like I watched another brother video before. He was going into brothers gotta pray a lot more, praying for other brothers as well. Because we're praying for brothers now, and enjoying brothers while you can, really. Enjoying the brotherhood, being with the brothers. Because when these times come, you may not be able to see any of the brothers. You're gonna be, because Jake gonna have to be like pilgrims, just moving. So there's no telling if you'll be able to see any brother, like the scriptures say. One man shall be in the city, desiring to see somebody else, quoting it verbatim. All right. So these times are going to be hard, but the Lord is going to make a way out of it for His men that He's chosen. All right, that be out there serving Him and doing the work every week and every day, making shows, edifying the Akim. All right. So brothers should just keep watching out, because you see the chip, they pushing that heavy. The bill's passed, so it's not like it's fake. The bill's already passed, so it's just a matter of time before they implement it, which 2017 is going to be that year, and Trump's going to be in there. So you know that devil is going to bring nothing but hell for Jake. He's just playing it cool now until he gets in the office, like every president do. They talk the talk until they get in the office, and then they flip the script on you. So just watch out, be vigilant, really, and just watch and pray, like the scriptures say. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.